What's up, everybody? We're back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild, and today we're going to be hunting whitetail deer. Because I've seen quite a few of you recently asking me when I'm going to set up the whitetail grind again, because a lot of you really want to see me get that typical rack. And we still have not managed to get it. But to be honest, those weren't the comments that really made me set this grind up again. The one that did it was this one right here. One of you was asking me when I would start trying to get a Fabled Piebald. And while that is incredibly difficult to do and insanely rare, it definitely would be fun to kind of make I guess a bit of a mini series for whitetail grinding where we try to get the Fabled Piebald. There was also something else that made me want to come back to this, and that was my friend Ender saying that he's noticed a lot more people getting typical racks recently. Now, it could be a complete coincidence, but figured we might as well give it a shot, see if we can finally get that typical rack. Right now, we literally have 46 Great One Whitetail, and none of them are a full typical rack. There's been a few that had one typical rack antler, and then the other antler was something else, but we've never got a full one. So we have reset up the whitetail, and it's time to get into it. I know a lot of you will probably be disappointed that we didn't get a Great One moose before taking down the moose setup, but realistically, a lot of things happened since the last time we talked about moose. Obviously, my PC died, and I lost the footage from the first days of the Great One 7-day grind for moose. I said that in the weirdest way possible, but you get what I'm saying. Ever since that happened, I kind of lost motivation to go for moose because that totally put the brakes on that whole video idea. So instead, we have reset up for whitetail, and that is a level 3 right there. And I'm really hoping that we can get something special, whether that's a typical rack or a Fabled Piebald. Both are incredibly unlikely, though. But honestly, that's what makes it fun. And that right there is a beautiful diamond whitetail deer. That is the 9th diamond of this whitetail grind. If you guys didn't know, we just kind of alternate between moose and whitetail on our map. We've been herd managed and set up for both for years now. And yeah, we kind of just bounce back and forth whenever we feel like it. So we've already killed 173 on this whitetail grind. It's just been a while since we've shot any. And of course, if you guys are brand new to the channel, we use a method called herd management that increases the size of your respawns. Think of it this way. Let's say there's 200 male whitetail on the map. We would like to get about 140 of those to be level 1s. And then the remaining ones are going to respawn as large 2s and level 3s and great ones more often. I took it even further than just 70%. We probably have 80% or more of our whitetail population down to level 1s. So that gives you a brief idea of why we get such big spawns. There's guides on the channel if you want to look into it more. We've got a couple right here. Let's go ahead and get shots into both of them. At some point in the near future, I will probably try to, dig out the footage from that failed 7-day moose grind that I did. But to be honest, ever since the things happened with my PC, I just haven't got around to transferring stuff from the old drives. I guess part of me, with all the stress that happened with that, kind of just likes being able to move on without having to re-access all of the stuff from my old PC. Because it's just one of those things where even though to most people it's just I gotta get my data, for me it's it ties it to stressful memories. And so I don't think I'm really ready to access all of those video clips again. But at some point I will do it for you guys. At some point there will be some footage from that 7-day grind because I did get a couple really cool trophies, not only in moose, but also for mule deer. So at some point I will dig those up. I just don't know when. Ooh, that's a beauty right there, man. That is a gorgeous looking buck. One of my favorite racks for the diamond whitetail, the basket rack, is just absolutely fantastic looking. So let's get him down. And did I hit the doe? No, I hit the buck, thankfully. Just had to make sure I didn't smoke that doe. Let's check this bad boy out. That's a 267 basket rack. Man, that's a beauty right there. You love to see it. Now, this is definitely a really awesome trophy right here. I love getting these high 260s, low 270s basket racks, but it's not the target. And like I was saying, we may not see the target for a while, but we're going to hope that we get it. because a typical rack or a Fabled Piebald would just be fantastic. But the odds of the Fabled Piebald especially are so low that I've seen less than 10 people get them in the last like 5 years. On another note, because of the fact that I still have not moved over a lot of my files from my primary drive on my old PC, I unfortunately didn't have my map of where to put all my whitetail tents, so I had to do it by memory. And now that I'm doing this grind, I'm realizing that there was definitely a couple of them that I had in completely different spots. Like, as far as I can remember, I think I took away this tent and I made this the final zone that I go to, and I moved the tent from this down to over here as a claiming tent there. But, like, I have no idea if that's actually what I did. It's just, for some reason, that's what I'm remembering as I'm doing this rotation. Oh! Great one! Oh my gosh, dude, already? This is run number 2. Holy crap, dude. This is only run number 2, and we've already got a great one. Well, we're off to a fantastic start. It's not a typical rack, and it's also not a Fabled Piebald, but that is a great one. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh, let's go. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. I've only been recording for 19 minutes. I literally just finished resetting up for Whitetail after tearing down the moose setup. And well, it's looking like it was the right decision. Holy crap. Oh my gosh, dude. I needed this so bad after that grueling slog of a 7-day Jaguar grind, because that was like probably the toughest 7-day grind to finish, just because Jaguars are so boring to me. And man, I'm immediately reminded of why I love whitetail grinding so much more. Not only are we like pretty insanely herd managed on our whitetail, we get a diamond every like 17 to 20 kills on average. But I mean, we get so many great ones from these guys. We kill so many of them per hour. It's just such a fun grind. And I've been instantly reminded that. While I'm taking a moment to stock up to this beautiful great one whitetail, I hope you guys take a moment to go down below the video and press the like button, as well as leaving a comment. It really can be any kind of comment, doesn't matter what it is. YouTube greatly gauges whether a video is good based on how much you engage with it. So if you guys love the content on the channel and you want to see me continue to be able to do this full time, I really would appreciate if you hit the like button and leave just a simple comment. Doesn't matter what it is, just let me know how your day's been going. And there's a good chance that I'll reply to it as well. You know, there's a lot of people out there that hear a content creator ask you to hit the like button or leave a comment and they're like, oh my gosh, stop begging for likes. But I don't think a lot of people realize that content creators, a lot of us that have had channels for a while and have a substantial amount of subscribers, we do this for a living. So it is a very important thing that allows us to make the content that you guys love to watch, which is why people do it. It's not a matter of like, oh, I want to see more likes. It's a matter of, it's a pretty vital part in helping the content do well, which helps us continue to do this as a job. So I really do appreciate it when you guys leave likes and comments and subscribe to the channel and just interact in any way. It's super helpful. And it also is a very fun way for me to engage with you guys as well. Well, guys, it is time to stock up to this guy. I cannot believe that we got one so quickly after returning to the grind. This is only 190 kills for this grind right here, with obviously only about 23 of them being from today in this video right here. The others were months ago, the last time that we hunted whitetail, but still, that is a crazy short grind. Only 10 diamonds throughout the grind as well. I mean, I guess 11 if you count him, but he'll be the first one on the next grind. And I decided that since we've killed a great one with practically every kind of weapon in the game, we might as well try something a little bit different. And what we're going to do is return to the pump action 257. But instead of shooting it just normal, we're going to take the scope off, because I don't think I've ever killed a great one with the Iron Sights 257. We're slowly getting stocked up to this guy right here. And I'll be honest, he's in a perfect spot. This is actually a fantastic angle for him to stay at. I just hope that he does stay at this exact angle, because, man, this is perfect if he does. Okay, we are getting to a point where we are very, very close. And in fact, oh, we got to go back a little bit. Got to stay hidden. There we go. We're hitting right here. We are insanely close to this guy, about 40 meters, which is perfect. I want to stay here for a little bit and watch it with the camera because that's something I always like to do with my great ones. I try to get pictures of them, get some cool footage of them. That way you guys get some more interesting close-up looks at each of these great ones that we get. It just makes it more interesting to me, and I mean, a great one's a very special thing, so you should savor it when you get one. Spend some time with it on the map. Get some pictures, get some video. Just enjoy it because great ones don't come that often. Even if you're using herd management, you can still go hundreds or even thousands of kills without seeing one, so savor the opportunity. Okay, it's time to take this guy down right here. We're going to real quickly pop the scope on while I'm aiming at it, and that's just to make sure that the front sight is actually where the bullet is going to hit. And as far as I can tell, it does appear to be on point. We're going to wait for this thing to lift its head up. I don't want it to be drinking while we take the shot, because that typically makes it so the spine moves downwards. And we don't want that to happen. We nailed the shot, though. Oh my gosh, it died quick. Let's go, dude. We absolutely smoked that great one. That is amazing. I'm so happy that we finally got another great one. It's actually been a little while since our last one, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's been quite a while since our last one. Maybe a month? Maybe over a month? I'll be honest, I don't remember exactly, but I think it's been well over a month since our last great one. So this is definitely nice to see. I honestly need to start grinding harder because recently I haven't done as much grinding as I had been the last few years. So maybe I need to get back into it now that everything's situated with my PC and stuff. But that is a beauty right there. That is an awesome great one. That bad boy is a 416.13, a little bit lower scoring. I mean, usually these guys are in the 420s, if I'm not mistaken, of course. But I mean, that's great. That is super awesome. Look at that bad boy. This is great one number 146 in total. And this is Whitetail Deer great one number 40 freaking 7. And we still don't have a typical rack or a Fabled Piebald. Maybe one of these days, man. Maybe one of these days. Well, guys, we got ourselves a fantastic looking great one, but I don't think I'm done yet. I want to keep hunting around because, I mean, we got that thing super quickly after coming back to the whitetail, so figured we might as well continue hunting in this video and just see if we can get any other cool trophies. Now it is the next day. I took a break yesterday after getting that great one, got some other stuff done. But now we are back on the next day, and we're continuing the hunt for whitetail deer, hoping we can get something good. I still can't believe how quickly we got that great one whitetail after returning to this grind. It just feels so good to have a great one show up super fast because, I mean, recently we hunted jaguars for a week. Before that, we were on a bit of a dry streak. So, I mean, it's been over a month, probably a month and a half at this point, since our last great one. And by the time you see this video, obviously, it's going to be even longer because these videos, I usually post them 3 to 7 days after I record them nowadays because I like to schedule multiple ahead of time. So this video you guys likely won't see until at minimum a few days after I ended up recording it. But let's see this guy right here. That is a beautiful Diamond 262. This is the one that was sitting next to our great one. So you definitely love to see that he was also a pretty solid giant whitetail buck. Well, that's another level 3 right there. We've already got 2 level 3s, and that means that both of these guys spawned in the same run as that great one, which is incredible. Let's check out that level 3. That's a 260. Kind of a tight tip-to-tip spread on this guy. Definitely a little tighter than this rack normally would be. Oh, there we go. We got a piebald. Okay, so continuing on the hunt for this video definitely paid off. That's a beautiful piebald right there. You love to see it, man. You love to see it. Let's go ahead and get a shot into that guy right there and then pop him as well. Let's check it out. What are you going to score? 184. That is beautiful right there. Our first rare of grind number... What grind is this? 48? Yeah, this would be grind number 48. Holy. Ooh, that is a big level 3 right there. We love to see it, man. That is an absolute freaking beauty. Let's go ahead and get a shot in it before it goes behind the tree. And dead. And dead. Let's check it out. 271. Look at that beauty right there. Definitely the biggest diamond of the day, though definitely not the biggest deer in this video. Not gonna lie, that week of jaguar hunting for the 7-day grind really ruined my perception of how fast you could actually kill animals in Call of the Wild. Now that we've returned to a grind that is a relatively easy grind to do, it is such a massive difference going from 15 to 25 jaguars per hour to now 64 whitetail in only 53 minutes. Like, we're about to hit 70 plus in an hour, which is just fantastic. It's what we love to see. Well, after about 1 hour of hunting today, we have officially killed 73 whitetail bucks, and 5 of those were diamonds. I didn't include all the diamonds in the video because we get quite a few of them on this grind. 73 kills, 5 diamonds, 1 rare on the day. Honestly, pretty solid. Then when you combine it with the fact that we got a great one last night, I am so happy we're back to whitetail, man. It feels so good to finally be able to go after one of my favorite species again and get a break from the torture of jaguars and other slow grinds that just aren't nearly as fun. What is my dog doing? I fast traveled here and my dog is literally just going through the water like this. I have never seen this particular thing happen with the dog before. I mean, what is it doing? I literally just spawned in and it's already way out there. Like, what the heck, man? That's pretty crazy, bro. That's pretty freaking crazy. Almost as crazy as that doe trying to get in the way of the buck. Didn't work, though. We got him. Well, guys, as we've talked about in some of the recent videos where we've entered our Great One and Super Rare Lodge, we have to expand a little bit. So we pretty much filled up all of the medium-sized plaques in our first Great One and Super Rare Lodge. So a lot of the overflow is now going into a second Great One and Super Rare Lodge that I've started recently. As you can see, we've got some of our Great One whitetail in here because the main lodge just doesn't have room for them anymore. So we're going to put this guy up here, and that should be a good place to have him. Pretty cool that we got ourselves a Great One so quick after returning to whitetail. I really kind of just want to hammer these whitetail and just see how many Great Ones we can get within the next few weeks, and also just see if we can get a typical rack or a Fabled Piebald, just like we've been trying to by coming back to this grind right here. If you guys haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel as well as leaving a comment down below and hitting that like button before you go. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace!